The Elementary Education Program and Tips for Success. Our elementary education program is modeled on the in-task core teaching standards and learning progressions. And you'll get to know these standards very well throughout the program. But you can just kind of scan them right now and see that you'll understand about learning development and learning differences, different instructional strategies, professional learning and ethical practice, etc. So we are very standards based, and like I said, you will get to know these as they will be embedded throughout your courses. I think it's important to note that Woodring's college vision talks about community relationship and really centers a culture of learning that focuses on equity, diversity, and social justice. Your work in the elementary education program requires you to grow into a professional. So one of the big differences that you're going to face now is that you're going to be straddling your identity as a student while you're in courses, but also as a professional as you're working with students. So you might think about some differences between being a college student and learning to become a teacher. You might also think about ways you can fully engage in your elementary education program as a professional. So what does it mean to be a growing professional? So you might think about really attending to how your professors model different instructional strategies and how different cooperating teachers or service learning partners might model their professional practices. And then we also want you to think about your mindset as you come into the teaching profession. So Carol Dweck talks about the idea of growth mindset. So there are two different mindsets you might learn about or in your educational psychology course. And one is fixed mindset, where you just accept that you have these qualities and there's nothing you can do about them. So a fixed mindset is you're good at it or you're not. You take feedback and criticism personally. When you're frustrated, you might give up because you believe there's nothing you can do to change. You understand that failure is the limit of your abilities and you do not like to be challenged. So we definitely want you to stay away from this fixed mindset and think about your learning as well as your students' learning in terms of a growth mindset. So a growth mindset, you would think about, I can learn to do anything I want. Feedback is constructive because feedback helps you grow. Your effort and your attitude determine your abilities. So the more effort you put in and the attitude you have about it is going to determine your abilities. Failure gives you the opportunity to grow, and challenges will help you grow. Tips for success. We want you to take healthy risks with your learning and seek opportunities to learn from your challenges and mistakes. We know that you'll make mistakes because you're learning, and that's what happens when you're learning. So it's okay to make mistakes as long as we continue to learn from them. We want you to speak up and let your voice be heard and be known by your faculty and your teacher candidate colleagues. Get to know them, work together, visit us during our office hours, whether it's in person or virtual. Ask lots of questions when something doesn't make sense. So if you have a question, likely your colleagues will have that same question. So really seek out that extra information. Be proactive, be responsible for information and attending to deadlines. And if things come up, be sure to tell your faculty members. Work hard, the program's rigorous. Some courses and quarters will be more difficult than others, but you know that it's manageable because a number of people have graduated from our program. It just might take a little bit more organization and good planning. Think also of your favorite teachers. What kind of investment did they put into their education? What kind of investment do they continue to put into teaching in terms of their professional development? And how might you take that stance? Look ahead and communicate. So this goes back to the plan of study. We really want you to map out your courses so that you don't get in a situation where you need a course and it's only offered one quarter where you can't take it. Stay on top of different systems like Web4U and registration and Canvas. Be sure to check your Western email, as that is our communication path with you. And seek support. We all need it at some point, especially right now where things are so unknown and uncertain and we all are requiring a lot of flexibility. So consider your faculty and staff. We're here to help you. We want to be allies in your success. So contact us when something arises rather than waiting for it to explode or implode. Work with your colleagues. Again, even remotely, you can Zoom, you can set up Facebook groups. So work together. And then if you need other supports, be sure to contact the counseling center or other academic supports or campus supports when you're feeling overwhelmed, or if you need some academic supports. And if you don't know who to contact, again, come to us as your faculty advisors and our office staff. I can't stress this last one again enough. We really need you to be checking your Western email every day. This is our communication mechanism with you. It's our official form of communication with you. And it is critical that you're checking it. If you don't check your Western email, forward it to the email that you do check.